Welcome to Nation Now. I'm Pradeep Nambiar. Here we talk about today the issues that affect Mumbai, Maharashtra and India. The founding fathers of our constitution always believed that our constitution, and before that Mahatma Gandhi believed the constitution would save our people from injustice and suppression, from inequity and inequality, from disdain, discord and disharmony. Has it done it? That is a question every citizen of this country should be answering. Liberty is a boisterous sea and timid men prefer the calm of despotism. Democracy is on its way everywhere. The headlines today, we talk about Shashi Tharoor going to contest for the president's post of the Indian National Congress. What is he going to do it? But at least the process of democratization of the party has started. The top post is going to be challenged by people believed intellectual Shashi Tharoor. The other one is Nitin Gadkari talks about his philosophy of life, saying that the use and throw principle is not accepted by him. He believes once a friend, always a friend. Number 3, the Metro 3 network that we talked about all the time. Colaba-Bandra-Seepz, the trial run was today. Devendra Fadnavis, Deputy Chief Minister. Eknath Shinde, the Chief Minister. They all believe in development, the development agenda of Narendra Modi. The fourth is the controversial KRK has been arrested. How far do you take the freedom of speech, expression, faith, worship and belief, and your right to life, liberty and pursuit of happiness? Because your liberty, your fundamental right ends where somebody's nose begins. You should know when to start and when to stop. There is no absolute right. There is always a regulation, reasonable restrictions which they call. Let us start with the first thing. We talk about democratization of Indian National Congress. Shashi Tharoor is going to contest for the president of Indian National Congress. Who is going to be that contender? Is he going to challenge Rahul Gandhi? Rahul Gandhi versus Shashi Tharoor. How is the Indian National Congress, the members, going to take that? But at least the process has started. Rahul Gandhi, for all things, nobody can believe that Gandhis and Congress are two things. They are synonymous. One cannot do without the other. One cannot exist without the other. The Indian National Congress cannot exist without the Gandhis. That is what all political pundits believe. But at least it's a process. We can have a national president, a working president, a national president from the Gandhis, and the working president, somebody like Shashi Tharoor, or anybody who puts a lot of energy and efforts into doing something. The goals, ambitions, campaigns, day to day, how the issues has to be raised and taken to the ward level, state level, region level, national level issues taken up, and campaigns day to day, 24/7, 365 days, election mechanism, how the BJP works. You need to do that. But is Shashi Tharoor confident that he can do it? And will the members of the Congress, Indian National Congress Party, accept Shashi Tharoor? That is the biggest problem. Indian National Congress has more than 20% of the total national vote share. As on today, it is the only party that can challenge the BJP in any way you talk about. And probably BJP knows about it, that Indian National Congress is the only challenge to it. G23 was something that the old leaders of the Congress, the restless leaders, the selfish leaders, most of them have vanquished or joined the other parties. The last one being Ghulam Nabi Azad. But the other point is the Congress needed to have a full-time team that had a 24/7, 365 days campaign right to the ward level, national level, starting from the national level, national issues, states, regional issues, states issues, district level issues, ward level issues, taluka level issues, ward level issues, because you need to fight in that way. If you want to be a competitive party, if you want to be in national politics, they are on your holidays. You have to be 24/7, 365 days workaholic like the way Narendra Modi is. Let us see what Shashi Tharoor says.
पर जब आपको सक्सेस मिलता है और खुशी होती है तो आपसे ज्यादा आपके साथ काम करने वाले जो छोटे बड़े लोग हैं उनको आपसे भी ज्यादा खुशी होती है, देन दैट इज द ट्रू मीनिंग ऑफ योर सक्सेस. तो मैं पहली बात कहूंगा कि ह्यूमन रिलेशनशिप इज द बिगेस्ट स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ बिजनेस, सोशल वर्क एंड पॉलिटिक्स. इसलिए कभी भी यूज एंड थ्रो वाला काम नहीं करना चाहिए. अच्छे दिन हो बुरे दिन हो, जिसका हाथ एक बार पकड़ा है तो दोस्त है तो वो पकड़ के रखो. परिस्थिति के अनुसार वर्शिप ऑफ द राइजिंग सन ऐसा मत करिए. तो ह्यूमन रिलेशनशिप इज द बिगेस्ट स्ट्रेंथ. एंड सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अगेन, मुझे वो एक बार ऐसे ही, मैं नागपुर में काम करता, स्टूडेंट लीडर था. सही में तो ज्ञान योगी हमारे डॉक्टर श्रीकांत जिचकार थे, मेरे मित्र थे, बहुत होशियार थे. तो एक दिन उन्होंने मुझे कहा कि यार तुम नितिन, यू आर ए गुड पर्सन, यू हैव ए गुड पॉलिटिकल फ्यूचर, बट यू आर इन ए रॉन्ग पार्टी, तुम कांग्रेस में आओ. तो मैंने कहा श्रीकांत मैं कुएं में जान दे दूंगा पर कांग्रेस में नहीं आऊंगा, क्योंकि आई डोंट लाइक द आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ कांग्रेस पार्टी. तो बोले ये तुम्हारी पार्टी को कोई फ्यूचर नहीं है. बोले नहीं तो नहीं है. तो उस समय मुझे एक आईआईटी में मेरा दोस्त गया था और हम लोग चुनाव हारते ही थे, तो उसने मुझे एक किताब दी थी. वो रिचर्ड निक्सन की जीवनी थी और उसमें एक बहुत सुंदर वाक्य था जो मैंने लाइफ में याद रखा, जो मेरे लिए उपयोगी था, आपको भी उपयोगी होगा. उसने कहा था द मैन इज नॉट फिनिश व्हेन इज डिफीटेड, बट ही इज फिनिश व्हेन ही क्विट्स. आदमी युद्ध भूमि पर हारने के बाद कभी समाप्त नहीं होता, पर युद्ध भूमि छोड़कर जब भाग जाता है तो समाप्त होता है. तो लड़ना चाहिए और लड़ने की में पॉजिटिविटी चाहिए. अहंकार एंड सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस, दो शब्दों में अंतर है. आत्मविश्वास होना चाहिए, पॉजिटिविटी होनी चाहिए, पर अहंकार और अभिनिवेश नहीं होना चाहिए. एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज नो वन इज परफेक्ट एंड नो वन कैन क्लेम दैट ही इज परफेक्ट. उत्तम अधिक उत्तम सर्वोत्तम टू इन्फिनिटी. छोटे छोटे लोगों से बहुत सी बातें सीखने के लिए मिलती है और मैं ये मानता हूं कि अच्छाई पर, क्वालिटी पर किसी का पेटेंट नहीं है. तो हमारे ही दोस्त मित्रों के साथ बात करते करते बहुत सी नई नई बातें हमको सीखने के लिए मिलती है और वो हमारे पर्सनैलिटी में अगर हम ला सके.
Nitin Gadkari, a man for all times, one of the most promising, ambitious, and most performing minister of this government, the BJP government. The highways, the infrastructure build-up, he has taken road right up to the Indo-China border. He has taken what infrastructure needs. He has created highways, he has created infrastructure never thought before. But the person has some principles in life. Recently, he had been out of the parliamentary board of the BJP. Parliamentary board is the most respected board in the BJP affairs. And a senior leader like him being marginalized, the whole nation was watching it. But that's BJP's internal matter. But a man of that repute, a man of that recognition, sturdy independence. Now, the way he talks, we learned in the books, sturdy independence, judicial integrity. These are the qualities of good people, great people who live above the fog in public duty and private thinking. Look what Mr. Gadkari said, that he doesn't like the policy of use and throw. He said, once a friend, you're always a friend. The most performing ministers had given advice that he learns from the textbooks and from some leaders, saying the man doesn't lose when he loses, but he loses when he gives up, when he quits himself. He is giving indication that he will never quit, whatever the circumstances are. He has great things for India, where development is concerned. He has taken India's development stride, where you talk about highways, construction, the most cheapest way, the use of various others, cement, getting the prices down where infrastructure is concerned. Nobody can take on Mr. Gadkari. He has been. Let us see what Mr. Gadkari said. That's Mr. Gadkari for you. Out of the parliamentary board of BJP, but not out of his own. He said, nobody loses until he quits. So he's keeping his promise. The third is the development projects that we talked about. Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis today flagged off Metro 3, Colaba-Bandra-Seepz. Development has been the agenda ever since Eknath Shinde government has come in Maharashtra. Eknath Shinde, along with Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis, has taken Mr. Modi's development agenda on the fast track. The first day itself, he said, the talk with Narendra Modi, Eknath Shinde said that he got the orders, he received advice and instructions that Eknath ji, Maharashtra को आप प्रगति की ओर ले चलो, डेवलपमेंट के पद पर लेके चलो, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को बढ़ाइए, महाराष्ट्र का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और डेवलपमेंट को गति दीजिए. That is what they have done. Bullet trains, you name it. All the projects that were stalled by the earlier government, everything has been revived. All projects revived. And timeline for every development projects. Like the bullet train, he said September end is going to be the last day in which the bureaucrats have to finish the land acquisition process. Development projects given timeline. They want it finished before the bullet train, the most ambitious project of all time. More than 90,000 crore project. You got so many other projects down the line. But yes, you got environmentalists crying, you got environmental agencies crying, you got the Supreme Court, you got the various courts. But if this government, the way it is functioning, keeps development its uppermost agenda, like when Uddhav Thackeray cracked a joke on Eknath Shinde that he is a contractor CM, showing his affinity towards contractors. He said, yes, I'm a contractor and I'm taking contract of development of Maharashtra. महाराष्ट्र की प्रगति की ओर लेके चलने के लिए मैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिया हूं. महाराष्ट्र को गतिशील बनाने के लिए मैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लिया हूं. Now that is the spirit. Let's see what both of them said in this development project, the inauguration of the trial run of Metro 3.
उच्च न्यायालयाने अतिशय चांगला निर्णय देऊन याला मान्यता दिली. ग्रीन ट्रिब्युनल असेल किंवा त्याच्यानंतर सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं देशातलं जे आमचं अपेक्स कोर्ट आहे, आमचं सुप्रीम कोर्ट आहे, आमच्या सर्वोच्च न्यायालयाने या ठिकाणी मेट्रो कार शेड तयार करण्याकरता मान्यता दिली. आणि तो निर्णय जर कोणी वाचला, इंटरिम निर्णय आहे, तर तो अतिशय स्पष्ट आहे. सर्व प्रकारच्या पर्यावरणाच्या विषयांचा परामर्श करून या ठिकाणी ही परवानगी देण्यात आली. आणि एवढंच नाही तर जवळपास 17 लाख लोक ही मेट्रो या ठिकाणी रोज ज्यावेळेस वापरतील, 7 लाख वाहनं हे रस्त्यावरनं दूर होतील, 2.5 लाख टन कार्बन उत्सर्जन कमी होईल. आणि ज्याचा उल्लेखही त्या ऑर्डरमध्ये करण्यात आलाय की दुर्दैवाने जी झाडं कापावी लागली, त्या झाडांनी त्यांच्या एंटायर लाईफ स्पॅन मध्ये जेवढं कार्बन सिक्वेस्ट्रेशन केलं असतं तेवढं ही मेट्रो 80 दिवसाच्या फेऱ्यांमध्ये करते आहे. आणि म्हणून पर्यावरणाला सर्वात जास्त सपोर्ट करणारी जर कुठली गोष्ट असेल तर ही मुंबई.
That was Mr. Devendra Fadnavis for you. Always talk about development. And look at the way they work. I mean, the way Eknath Shinde and Devendra Fadnavis is working, probably they are matching the Prime Minister Narendra Modi 24/7, all the time. आज सवेरे मुंबई में, दोपहर को कहीं मराठवाड़ा में, शाम को विदर्भ में, they are always working. You know, it's very difficult to keep in line with them. And last, we talk about how far can you take on liberty? The 4 pillars of our constitution that we talk about: justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity. Justice, social, economic, and political. Equality before the law and equal protection of rights. Freedom of speech, expression, faith, worship, and belief. Right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. That is, you're talking about liberty. Fraternity, eternal brotherhood, believing in the territorial and political integrity of the nation. Of that, we talk about liberty. How far can you take liberty? How far can you take your freedom of speech, expression, faith, worship, and belief? Can there be no limits? The Constitution itself says there are limits. There are limits mentioned in the Constitution. They call it reasonable restrictions. KRK has been caught, arrested from the airport because he thought Twitter gives him wide freedom, the freedom to infringe upon the rights of individuals. You don't need to know Criticism can be a very developmental kind of criticism that needs to, for marked improvements, to improve a person, to constructive criticism, that what they call this. But if it goes beyond, as call it defamatory, then it is. KRK has been going beyond his reasonable restrictions of freedom, beyond the reasonable restrictions of freedom of speech, expression, faith, worship and belief, to the way insult people on the streets, insult people on the freedom that is given by the Constitution in the social media, violating your rights on the social media. And the cops and the law has ultimately taken care of it. He's been arrested. Law is the crystallization of habits and thoughts of the society. When a society degenerates or its moral fibers impaired, the legal system reflects its depravity. That is what we saw in KRK. The society sometimes loses or marginally loses its way, and such people erupt, trying to take freedom, extend the freedom that is given, extend the horizons of freedom. But the Constitution, as the founding fathers, we believed it. Liberty is a boisterous sea, timid men prefer the calm of despotism. Democracy, as it speak, if Shashi Tharoor वाकई में अध्यक्षता के लिए compete करते हैं along with Rahul Gandhi, then we'll see rebellion. We'll see which way the inner party democracy within the Congress works. Is it going to vote for Shashi Tharoor, or is it going to weigh the family politics, the dynastic politics? Will it still work out for the dynastic politics? Or will the Congress itself find a way that the working president is dynastic, or one of the presidents are dynastic and the other is from the normal man, from the common man? It could be Shashi Tharoor, it could be anybody who can serve the party, serve the oldest party of the land. That's all from Pradeep Nambiar, Nation Now. We'll come up with more news that affects Mumbai, Maharashtra and India. Bye for now.